This episode of The Couch is proudly supported by Café Bellavista Restaurant and Pizzeria. Azito, give it a go with Azito. Refresh Pure Water. And Reading Cinemas, experience the difference.
Hello Australia, welcome to episode 506 of The Couch, a very big one coming your way. Take a look what's on the show today. On the show today, Paula and Clay come in to talk music. We've also got Jeff coming in from the Leederville Carnival Festival coming up in December. Later on, talking green with Cara Walker, can't wait for that. And we do some fantastic cooking with our friends from Café Bellavista. And CAHRS comes in to talk about the year that was. It is such a big show. Wow, I love those graphics. Big show. Hope you can stick around because the party starts now.
It's showtime on the couch. Yeah, it's showtime on the couch. You can see it from your house. You can watch it from your house. It's showtime on the couch with friends and the best in town. Oh, it's showtime on the couch.
Hey Girl, and I'm not talking to the crew, is the song that Annie Kay is going to open the show right over here today on set, middle of the set, live for you exclusively. Normally you catch her on Kids Biz. Today she's performing her brand new song, Hey Girl, here she is.
Hey girl, I know that you wanna be seen, but that ain't everything. Hey girl, I know that you wanna be queen, but that ain't everything. I change my clothes, I change my hair, I change everything, but they don't care. They don't know, they don't see me, they don't know anything about me. Hey girl, don't be afraid, 'cause nobody's perfect. Hey girl, you can't betray what's under the surface. Hey girl, there's more than what you see. The things most precious like beauty. Hey girl, don't be ashamed, 'cause baby you're worth it. Hey girl, if you have to try to fit in, then they're not right for you. Hey girl, if words can't get under your skin, they'll always get to you. So let them go, you'll be free. They can't tell you who you should be, 'cause they don't know, they don't see you, they don't know anything about you. Hey girl, don't be afraid, 'cause nobody's perfect. Hey girl, you can't betray what's under the surface. Hey girl, there's more than what you see. The things most precious like beauty. Hey girl, don't be ashamed, 'cause baby you're worth it. Everyone's life has its ups and its downs, but I won't forget what goes around comes around. Everyone's life has its ups and its downs, but I won't forget what goes around comes around. Hey girl, don't be afraid, 'cause nobody's perfect. Hey girl, you can't betray what's under the surface. Hey girl, there's more than what you see. The things most precious like beauty. Hey girl, don't be ashamed, 'cause baby you're worth it. Hey girl, don't be afraid, 'cause nobody's perfect.
That is Annie Kay, what a wonderful performer. She's going to be back at the end of the show. Yep, she says yes, she'll be back at the end of the show to perform another great new song. Stay tuned. She's our Kids Biz reporter, but she's an amazing dynamite singer. Someone that's just like Annie Kay, just a little bit taller, is our Hey Girl right here on set. Paula is back. Paula and Clay, welcome back.
Hey, how are you?
You
I'm
ready
glad
to
you said taller and not older.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
really good.
Like, what did you? Oh, there you go. They've taken a shot of me, even though I said don't take a shot of me sitting down. That's right. Great directors. They don't listen, but that's okay, guys. What's been happening in music?
Okay, well, the first thing that's happened is New Zealand Natural Music Festival happened in Perth last weekend, and this weekend it's going to Brisbane. So they had like Shapeshifter, Black Seeds, House of Shem, Sons of Zion. But the one that everyone has been waiting for is the legendary Dave Dobbin. Oh, he's so amazing.
Ooh, we're gonna have a lot of fun.
I was going to say, for those of you who don't know who Dave Dobbin is,
Was that the one?
that's exactly it.
I have a lot of fun.
That's who it is.
the bottom line.
Yeah, and he's amazing, and he blew the show out in Perth. Everyone was absolutely
Really?
blown away.
Blew it up?
Yep,
He's,
blew it up. Loved it.
he's an Australian.
Do you know what? It's amazing.
Zealand
How
icon.
old would he be now? In his 60s?
Yeah,
Close?
Yeah,
pretty much.
yeah,
But
still
his
seems
music
good?
like
Still amazing.
spans generations.
There you
So even the younger, kids know his songs.
Know his
so.
stuff. And
That's
know they
like
can sing
things that like I was going to say the Beatles. If they came back, it'd be a miracle. The Rolling Stones. Look
Yeah.
at they're in their 70s, and yet the way they pump their music out is still incredibly good.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
It's just because the kids hear these songs from, our parents and stuff, so you're always going to have that great
Now,
music.
someone that doesn't sound as good as they used to is John Farnham, but he still keeps coming back.
Oh,
I
we love John.
Farnham.
Oh,
Come
we
he just
love
sounds-
him.
I don't know. I
Oh,
think
no.
he just sounds puffed out.
How
I
old is
just
he
think
now?
he's amazing.
About 225. But I'm glad he's doing a great show with Leaving Newton John very soon.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
So
See,
we-
I've been trying to get a support slot for that one, but we'll see how
I just
that
want
goes.
tickets. I
Oh,
just
yeah,
want to go and see.
I'm with you. Tickets would be great. What else have we got?
We wanted to talk about Band Aid. And
Oh,
Yeah, with Sir Bob
How
Geldof.
good was the new version?
Have you
which
seen
was
the new
sounded-
one?
But do you reckon it sounded very similar to the old version?
It
It
sounded very
always
similar
does.
to the
What
old
I
one.
think is they should have a new song, for the new people that are coming through, because no one's going to be as good as the original.
Yeah.
There comes a time.
Oh, there you go, Fred.
I think they should bring all the old artists back.
Yeah,
bring
it
Boy
would've
George
been
back
good.
and
It
bring
would've
George
been
Michael
good.
back.
Yeah. But there was
All
lots of
those-
controversy back then anyway, like Boy George hated George Michael and
Yeah.
was very
Do
vocal
you
and
think
all
that
of it.
maybe they went this way, bringing in all these young ones, as to bring in the young audience?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
definitely.
Because you
Absolutely.
can almost see Band-Aid being a business thing of the future. I mean, I know it's charity,
Yeah,
but
of
if you're
course.
going to bring the young people with you and the money,
You've got to have the
you've
artists
gotta
that
have
they
the
relate
Absolutely,
to.
you gotta have
If
what
you
they
had,
want.
like One Direction, obviously
Yeah,
gets a lot of people.
they were in.
Absolutely, and Sam Smith and
Sam
Ed
Smith.
Sheeran. and-
They had Bono come in.
yeah, well, he's always got to be a
I
staple
actually
in it.
watched the clip on YouTube, I think it was, and I don't know. I don't think even One Direction. I don't think they maximised the use. It was only
They
like
could
a
have done more
namesake.
with them.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
It's
It's
like
And your
all
friend
settled.
Seal was with them, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was.
How come you weren't there? Couldn't make it?
I'm not English.
Oh,
But one person they wanted there apparently, and she
Oh,
couldn't
yeah.
make it,
Yeah.
was Adele.
Adele.
really?
Yeah, and
there
Bob
was a
Geldof
massive
actually
thing
took to
about it.
social media saying she ignored all our phone calls, wouldn't take any calls from her manager and stuff
I would
like
have
that.
thought Katy Perry might have been there.
Well,
She would have been good.
she would have been. Isn't she American though?
Close enough. When does that matter? When does it matter when
Absolutely.
they're
But
talking
Adele, Adele said that she donated to the cause, so she doesn't need to sing it.
Yeah.
Fantastic, and
Yeah.
that's now out. You can buy that on iTunes.
can buy that on
absolutely.
iTunes.
And it's going for the Ebola
Yes,
cause.
I
Yeah.
remember
For
they
the song.
changed. Some of the words have been changed, but most of it's the tune and the
Oh,
lyrics,
yeah.
and they've been changed. But the actual riff of the whole song is
It's
still the same.
absolutely.
Wonderful. What else we got? We're talking about Joondalup opening.
Yes.
Is that the new shopping
This is
centre?
the
It is
shopping
the new
centre
shopping
here in
centre.
Perth.
I saw that on 9 News last week, and it was the they had the model. It was Jennifer Hawkins.
Yeah, yeah.
Is that who it was? And I thought, oh, she didn't look too excited. but
Apparently
then-
Jess Mowboy was there yesterday.
yes, she
and
was singing.
Nathaniel and
Nathaniel.
Melissa that won X Factor this year.
Yeah.
So they really topped it up with all,
All the unknowns.
They're not unknown.
Yeah, nobody's. Who are they? Who are
Well,
they?
like I said, was Paula and Clay there? Doesn't it amaze you that we do something local? I mean, let's be honest.
Why not
we're
use your
bitter.
local talent?
Why not use some local talent?
Yeah.
I mean, I think Jessica's amazing, and I think Nathaniel's amazing. But if you're opening a shopping centre in Joondalup, guys, you're going to try and bring your locals to say, wow, we're promoting local stuff because it's the local people that are going to
Yeah.
shop here.
Yeah. But they never do really, do they?
No, they
not for
never do.
anything.
Because it's all about big money, big impressions.
Yeah.
Jennifer Hawkins, Jessica
Yeah.
Mulboy,
Yeah.
and Nathaniel. But that's
Some
okay.
massive names in there.
Anything else? Are you guys working on anything?
there's a few things, a little hush-hush we can't talk to you
What about
but,
music-wise?
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
I thought, oh my God.
We got a couple of secrets up our sleeve, but we're off to Brisbane to
Yep.
sing in Brisbane as well.
We're doing
What's that
a
for?
Christmas function.
Fantastic.
Yeah,
the-
it's part of the CAHRS Shed Australia, and
Yeah.
all these people that help the homeless and stuff, they've put on a concert over there for kids' Christmas, and we're singing. They're
Fantastic.
Flying us over there.
Flying us over there for a bit of a jam session and
Yeah, absolutely.
take in the
Fantastic.
sights. We've never been to Brisbane before, so it'd be
So do you
exciting.
find, Paula, with yourself, and Clay, obviously you haven't been in The Voice, but do you find being on The Voice has opened doors for you
Absolutely.
in a big way?
It was the best thing I ever did because it helps you get gigs, it helps you get noticed, not only on a local scale, but nationally and internationally. We're going to New Zealand, they're flying us to New
I
Zealand
was
next
going to
year
ask,
for
you're
a
still
wedding.
singing together, aren't you?
Yeah,
Oh,
we
definitely.
So, and what's the name of the group? If people want to get a hold of you, because someone said to me, what's the name of your group
Of
together?
ours?
Our group?
We have-
It's
Avita.
not Paula and Clay.
Well, we've got a
is
duo
Yep.
called Avita Duo.
it? Avita Duo.
Yeah, and if you look at the word, it's actually a diva back to front because it's named
Because
after.
one of us is a diva.
And it's not me.
Oh, enough about you, Clay. You're such a oh. You know, Clay, you need to be on telethon next year, I reckon. That's where all the divas hang out. Thank you very much for being part of the show today. You're wonderful. It's
you for having
always
us.
wonderful to
Thanks
have you
for
here. We've got
having
no graphics or top threes because we couldn't be bothered today. But thank you for being here, and I hope to get you back on our Christmas show. Gonna have
Sure.
some.
Absolutely.
See you there.
That is Paula and Clay. That is music for this week. We're going to take a little break, and then coming up, we're going to talk about the Leederville Carnival that's coming up on the 7th of December. Stay tuned. You're watching The Couch. Well done.
This episode of The Couch is proudly supported by Café Bellavista Restaurant and Pizzeria. Azito, give it a go with Azito. Refresh Pure Water. And Reading Cinemas, experience the difference.
Welcome back to The Couch here on Aurora Television around Australia. There's an event coming up on the 7th of December here in Leederville where we record the show. Leederville, of course, is about 5 minutes out of the Perth city. Very, very central. And it's called the 2014 Light Up Leederville Carnival. It's presented by Alcohol Think Again. And with me today is Jeff. Jeff, you're part of the committee. Welcome to The Couch.
Thank you very much.
Leederville Connect.
Leederville Connect, it's a organisation that's formed by all the local people of Leederville, the business owners, the ratepayers, the residents. Everybody's involved in it.
How long has this been running? How long has the carnival been happening?
We're into our third year this year.
Fantastic.
And the last 2 years we've seen fairly major growth. We're expecting over 70,000 visitors this year. So we've extended the area of the carnival, but virtually doubled it.
So why do we do it? Why do we have the carnival?
Really just to engage the community. That number one, there's so much going on in Leederville, from the fantastic retail, clothing stores that are available in Leederville, through to the restaurants and cafes, and then through to things like this that are part of the fabric of the community.
It's amazing. We've got some footage of last year's festival, which we'll overlay while we're talking. But it's an amazing day. It runs from what time to what time?
It runs from 12 p.m. to 8 p.m. We have it starts off, actually kicks off a little bit earlier than that. We've got the Variety Santa Fun Run. We're going to have hundreds of Santas doing a fun run around the streets of Leederville, all dressed up.
Well, I'm going to go through. So you've got the Variety Santa Fun Run.
Yeah.
You've also got the fireworks.
Well, so you've got the two bookends of the event. The Santa Fun Run kicks it off. The fireworks put on by Rowan Jewellers, another community business.
And what about the Bannister Downs Latte Art Smackdown competition?
There's
What's that all
nothing
about?
like a smackdown. Actually, thinking wrestling.
And
This is the
Bannister
coffee
Down, for those
version.
people over east, is basically a West Australian milk company, dairy company out in Bannister Downs is the company name.
It's a brand of milk that's used by a lot of the cafes in the area. So we thought it was appropriate, and given that they're local, fantastic one to bring in.
And what about this? I see there's coffee on car.
Coffee on car, well, that's part of where the Bannister Downs Latte Smackdown is going to be occurring. But, we've got everything from coffee cup readings. There's over 30 coffee stores that are going to have things like cold pressed coffee, coffee cake, coffee ice cream. We've got it all.
And what about the Leederville fabric? What's that all about?
Leederville fabric, well, we've actually been engaging again the local community down at the Leederville Farmers Market, which occurs every Sunday morning. and been inviting people to make up their own little flag that's going to go, there's over thousands of them now, that are going to form a bunting that we're going to have running up and down Oxford Street.
Amazing. You've got the local West Australian local music stage, so I'm assuming you're going to have bands and local artists?
Yeah, well, that's a stage that's been sponsored by the West Australian newspapers. They're basically, it's curated by the Funk Club, all Perth bands, all Perth producers.
And what is the Healthy House Green Zone? Because I think
Health-
Faerie Cara will probably
well,
be there.
That is like that's going to be one of my favourite little areas. Hey, it's a new stage that we've got running this year. There's a variety of performers, as we've discussed, including presentations by the David Wirapunda Foundation.
Amazing. Look, I'm going to go through very quickly. We've got the sideshow alley, which is obviously show bags and rides.
Well,
and
it's
all that
everything, roller coaster, Ferris wheel, the works.
This one's a good one. Dedicated food stage and celebrity chefs.
Celebrity chefs teaching you how
I
to
was
do
more
it at
interested in
home.
the food stage, but tell me, is that different foods? Is it international food?
Different foods, different styles, just basically presentations that you can take home and use the local produce.
Now
from
this year,
the farmers
I
market.
noticed you've got the alcohol Think Again. What's that all about?
Okay, so there's a sponsorship that's come in from Healthways. It's another government body that's seen what we're doing with Leederville and understand that it is a community-based event. So, Alcohol Think Again means just being responsible about consumption.
Now, Jeff, you're the organiser, the coordinator of the event.
Well, I'm the chairman of Leederville Connect. We actually have a festival organiser who's a fantastic guy, Jimmy Lips. That's
It must
really
be a
putting this all
hard thing
together.
to put this all together.
It's
I think we're
taken 12
simplifying.
months.
It's an amazing thing. You're actually going to have, I believe there's going to be someone recording it on a television system and beaming it out to the plaza in Northbridge as well, I believe. I bet you didn't know about that.
I didn't even know about
So
that one.
the
So there's
people
things going on
that you weren't even aware of.
I'm not even aware of.
The other
That's
thing
great.
that is amazing, there's going to be extra trains and there's going to be places for people to bike valet.
Well, bike valet, yeah, we'll park your bike and keep it safe.
Is there an identifiable T-shirt that they're going to be? Because you wouldn't want to give your bike away and then never see it again.
No, look, it's going to be a totally safe area to stash your bike. We're working with the City of Vincent on this one. Their program of putting in a cycling network is something that excites everybody in the neighbourhood because it means you can get down to Leederville safely, securely with your bike and get home again.
And social art intervention.
Well, we've got an artist that's basically kicking around, inspiring people. I don't know if people saw the umbrellas that were put together last year, but they hung around for some 4 months, covering the fencing around CAHRS Brothers down the southern end of Oxford Street.
Amazing. Look, Leederville is an amazing hub. It's got a lot of vibrance. It's funky. It's fashionable, and it's an amazing place to live if you can afford to live here. It's just outside the city for those people who don't know Leederville. It's going to be an amazing day.
Well, it's fantastic. You don't even have to afford. There's fantastic free areas. There's the brand new Oxford Street Reserve, which is a beautiful area just to sit and play with the kids, or through to the skate park that's run by the YMCA.
There is a lot of family stuff, isn't there? So people,
loads.
It's not all adult stuff. It's not all young stuff. It's got the family stuff as well.
No,
and it's free entry.
Totally and completely and utterly free.
How do you do it?
Just through the kindness of our hearts.
Amazing. It's going to be a wonderful day. If you want more information, the graphics on screen at the moment, the website is www.leedervillecarnival.com.au. It's on the website. There it is on screen right now. Thank you very much, Jeff, for coming in today.
It's a pleasure. Thanks for
Good
having
luck
me
with
in.
it. Hopefully I can come out there and do a bit of recording on the day and try some of your international food. If you need a new chef or anything or judge, let me know.
Oh, sampling, come on. We're there.
Fantastic. Well, you know what? Someone that's not there is Fasta Pasta. There it is there. But we've got a voucher to give away to anyone in Australia. Check this out, and then I'm going to give you a chance at winning the $50 voucher.
You can enjoy Fasta Pasta at any of our restaurants or a few billion locations around Australia. Find our takeaway menu and your nearest restaurant on our Fasta Pasta website.
And if you want to win this $50 voucher, it's very simple. All you have to do is put the word Fasta Pasta on an SMS. That's the word on screen right now. Fasta Pasta. Don't spell it properly or you get it wrong. Put your name and address on that SMS as well and send it to 0439 929 929. It's 0439 929 929. It can be anywhere in Australia and we'll give you that $50 voucher absolutely free if you're the lucky person who we pick every week. Thanks to Fasta Pasta for sponsoring that segment. Somebody that doesn't like Fasta Pasta because it's just not green enough, but it can be, is our very own Faerie Cara. Welcome back.
Thank you, Fred.
Did you like the Leederville Carnival stuff?
I love the Leederville Carnival. I actually have been going there for a few years, working with Junkadelic, having a great time, and we're looking forward to being there next week as well. Next week's time.
Beautiful.
We'll be parading through, so look out for the fairies.
Well done.
And today what we're talking about though, talking about the Speaking Green, in the world of sustainability, we're starting to see quite a few changes happening in Australia. Some people are feeling really hurt by it, while other citizens, when they're seeing cuts to sustainability, health and education, are becoming really motivated. And I have with me here today a very inspiring man, Tom Wily. Welcome to the couch.
Well, thank you very much. It's an honour to be here, and may I say that I'm inspired by you. You're my inspiration. I've seen your show, and it is absolutely mind-boggling and good.
Thanks, Tom.
Yeah.
I love you.
Oh,
you love
thanks.
me.
Yeah.
It's great.
No worries.
Can you tell me a little bit about what you do in the community?
Sure. Yeah, I'm the convener in the Stirling Greens Action Group,
Sure.
and we have just had a protest outside the West Australian, where we went out in support of the editors and the journalists at the West Australian who are fearful of the word climate change. And the reason that they're fearful of the word climate change is because fossil fuel companies are funding climate denier groups. These climate denier groups are sending hate mail and vitriol through to the inboxes of these journalists and these editors who are trying to combat climate change and putting in articles. And so we went out and supported them. Okay. And we think that we want to support them. We want to know what's going on in our climate. We want to know what's going on our planet, and we want them to tell us what's going on.
Sure. And what was your response when you were there?
Oh, it was great. We had live RTR FMs. We had a really good response from people. We had people driving past in high vis going crazy. The excitement was there. The positiveness of it, and the energy and the excitement of people actually voicing their concerns, being passionate enough to actually be out there in front of the community, and we legitimise protest and having a voice.
Great.
By doing what we're doing, we're actually saying to people, you don't have to be fatalistic about this. You don't have to assume that the world's going to get worse and there's nothing you can do about it. We're saying you can do something. Come and join us, and I encourage everyone out there to do it. To wake up and realise that you're a force of nature and get out there and do something.
And we're starting to see more and more individuals and groups come together, strangely enough, with this as we're feeling this, switch down in terms of the media and the government. People are standing up in the community. Do you think this is something we're going to see more of?
Absolutely. When there's very inspiring books like what Fred's got over here with Naomi Klein's, This Changes Everything. A simply amazing book. It's the roadmap for the planet. It's absolutely compulsory education for everybody. Okay. To read that book. So many good ideas. Our worldview it's not sustainable. Yep. We've got a possible problem of the magnitude that we could end up with the planet being like Mad Max, being like Mockingjay Hunger Games, being like Elysium. And now I don't want my children living on a planet which is like that. And I'd like everyone here to wake up to the fact that we don't have to have that. We've got Germany, which is running 25% renewables at the moment, and a green, clean country which is doing amazing things, and we can all do that. In fact, we've got twice the amount of energy in Australia in terms of wind and wave power, and the Germans are walking around just shaking their heads, going, what on earth are you guys doing? You're doing nothing, come on, let's lift your game.
That's it. So there are more community groups popping up, and like you're saying, that there's no mainstream media coverage. However, people are turning towards social media. So if people wanted to find groups such as yourselves within their own community, Australia-wise, do you think this is the place to turn to?
Well, look, indies are the way to go at the moment.
Sure.
The major media organisations are in the pay of the fossil fuel companies, and they just don't put very much of this out. Okay. So with a few good exceptions, the West Australian's actually quite good now, that their coverage is low, but they've stopped doing climate change denial.
Stopped doing denial, great.
Yeah.
So if people wanted to find out more, head to the Stirling Climate Action Group to get in touch with Tom. However, look into some action-based groups in your community, such as the Greens or Transition Towns. There's lots happening, and it's really positive. You can get gardening, you can have some fun and get involved. Thank you so much for coming on the couch.
Well, thank you.
And look forward to growing some veggies with you in the future.
Absolutely. That sounds good.
Thank you, Fred. Back to you.
Thank you, Cara. I'm not too sure if we put up Faerie Cara's web address there, but people can go to Faerie Cara's web address from our website, thecouch.com.au as well. Check out our there's our website there, so please do that. Tom, just a quick question for you. Climate change became a big feature on the G20 recently in Australia.
Yes.
Why do you think Australians are I think they're turning off, because I'm on 6PR, and I know one of the talkback topics last night was climate change, and people are just disinterested. Do you think we need to start again in Australia, forget parties, Liberal, Labor and their schemes, and maybe start again and bring the community with us and get people in to actually educate us and what the true story is?
Yeah, I think the way in which it's been portrayed in the media is of a nature that people feel as though they can't do anything.
I think because of the carbon tax, it's been destroyed. The whole truth about it has been mythicized, if that's the word. People have got this myth in their head, it's all about taxing people, and it's not.
Yes.
And I think maybe we need to start again and say to people, why are we trying to change carbon emissions and all this sort of thing?
It's true. In the book it says there's times for us to sit and there's times for us to run, and this is the time for us to all run like mad and do something, really, really do something.
Well, I'm going to follow you because we need to run to a commercial break. Thank you for being in today. Thanks, Cara.
No worries.
We'll need to take a break. Don't forget the Leederville Festival. Details on our website, and we'll be back with more of The Couch right after this. Thank you very much.
Right.
This episode of The Couch is proudly supported by Café Bellavista Restaurant and Pizzeria. Azito, give it a go with Azito. Refresh Pure Water. And Reading Cinemas, experience the difference.
Welcome back to The Couch here on Aurora Television and Foxtel, and of course Face TV. Can I just tell you they've moved the night now in Face TV if you're watching us in New Zealand. It's actually a Wednesday night at 11 p.m. Wednesdays at 11 p.m. But don't forget you can catch the whole couch on our website, thecouch.com.au on a Friday night. You can catch it any night. But Sunday night the new episode is put on the website, so it's great. Now let me tell you about CAHRS. They have had a great year. With me today we've got the Executive Officer, which is of course our lovely Dianne Begg.
Hello.
And the lovely Events Officer, Ryan Schulz.
Correct.
Did I say lovely? I think I said lovely. Yeah. Thank you for coming in today, guys. It's nice to have you here. We've had a really busy year at CAHRS.
Yes.
It's been a fantastic year.
Has
Absolutely
it been
brilliant.
an enjoyable year for you? Because I know you guys are so busy. You do so much for the community.
Yeah, well, it's enjoyable in a very hard work sort of way, but yeah, worth every minute. When you see the faces at the Canning show, which was the end of our year, you know, it was just joyful.
For those people who are watching us maybe for the first time, are saying, what's CAHRS? What's it all about? In brief, what is CAHRS? Why was it set up?
Canning is the Canning Agricultural, Horticultural and Recreational Society, and that means that we run an agricultural show, which is our signature event, but we also run 365 days of events centred around those things. So
And
that's
we've always said it's amazing how you guys, there's not many people doing it because of the money these days. It's very hard to run events that are community-minded.
Yeah.
You run workshops.
we do.
You run cooking classes, you run courses to do with Talent Quest, you run floral classes, baking classes, there's so many things. You've got an amazing array of people that come in and support you. I'm talking about talented people, from amateurs to talented people who work together to make it a wonderful event every single time. I thought we might touch on the beginning of the year. We've got some footage. We'll let Adrian roll the footage and we'll talk over it. We started the year with the Bunbury Show. Now, let's have a look. If you want to talk us through that, what was that all about?
That was a great day out, and that was an opportunity for some of our members to get together and actually go and see another show. The agricultural show is what it's all about.
We came along to that. I remember the bus.
And
we had nibbles and
we
we had
ate ice
drinks.
cream and we ate fruit and we patted pigs and
man with
snakes
snake.
and all sorts of things going on.
It's amazing that you do that. You actually took your members down to Bunbury in a bus.
Well, it's a good time of the year for us, especially starting out with our events calendar, to get some inspiration into our own financial members, get them thinking in the lead up to our very own canning show, what else is out there, what other people are doing, whether they see something a bit better than what they do and give them a bit of set themselves a challenge to achieve, or whether they see something that maybe isn't as good as what they're doing and they think, oh, I'm doing pretty well, give myself a pat on the back.
It is a fantastic event. And you also had another event that we came to. Let's have a look at that footage as well. If we just keep rolling the footage, and we'll just keep talking over, it might be a lot easier. This was a fantastic, what was this? You wanna
Yeah,
talk
well,
it through?
this year
Canning
in the
launch.
lead up to the Canning show, this year's show actually fell on Halloween. So we had a double theme to the show, and launching our program, we had a bit of a side show, Creepy Carnival, to get our members into the festive spirit of it all. So we had
There was the Talent Quest auditions as well?
Yeah, well, leading
Oh, look,
after
there's
the show launch, we then started to need to interact with our talented community of Canning.
I'm amazed you do workshops. You had Chisenga involved. He was a great rapper, and he taught the guys how to sing.
Yeah, well, I mean, basically, we, agriculture has sort of since diminished from the area of Cannington, and around it, our committee's really gone for a festive environment, and in that, we're sort of growing our own crops, being the talent of Cannington.
And out of the auditions, we had the Talent Quest at Cannington, of course.
Yeah, absolutely.
Which we're seeing on screen right now.
And we partner up with Westfield Carousel, and they provide us a great space to allow the people after the auditions to present their own showcases and their own acts.
It was a good night too, because I remember the 3Gs are there. Of course, they were the winners.
Well,
the
that was a
Talent
good
Quest.
thing, because the 3Gs have gone on to perform here
know.
and do other performances, and a couple of other contestants actually plucked up the courage and entered other local shows around the area, and one of the girls actually took out a prize there too. So that was a nice reward.
And of course, we had the number one item for the year, the Canning show.
Yes.
I think we've got footage of that as well. This was an aerial shot from the helicam thing. I don't know what we call it. A drone.
I could
So
see
we
who
call it a
was
drone.
working and who was hiding.
It was
there.
amazing. We had stalls, we had food, we had amazing new food products this year. I tried them all. I can tell you they were great. We had performers.
We had a lot of new initiatives for this year's show, mainly because we felt that we've reached a peak slot with the Canning show,
Chef Dale, of course.
and really it's about moving it into the future now. Bringing people in and widening our audience capacity. So one of our main achievements for the Canning show this year was our headline act. So we brought in our interstate Lady Gaga concert experience, and I tell you what, sitting there, you would have thought she was the real thing. They were incredible. They had backup dancers. They had all sorts. These are the 3Gs who
That was them
actually
performing on the
got
night.
to support the headliners. So they led into the main act.
And of course, we had all the sideshow alley stuff. We had show bags, rides, food, show bags. I said show bags. Fairy floss. Lots of fun.
Yeah.
Lots of families. Over 10,000 people.
And not forgetting the
Absolutely.
success of the competition, which is what we're all about as well. So we nearly 2,500 exhibits by over 420 exhibitors, and record-breaking entries in photography, also in sewing, knitting, handicrafts. So quite a few areas that we're really starting to grow on. So
It's nice that we're going back to old-fashioned values, which are still quite fashionable in society.
Absolutely.
You guys do an amazing job. Are you getting ready for next year?
next year.
Already
Yeah.
pumping the new ideas and the
Do you
new
do a
thoughts.
debrief at the end and say, okay, this is what we can do better and bigger next year?
Yes, and it started, and we're pleased to announce exclusively on the couch
Now,
that we have a theme
how
for
can
next
people
year.
get involved? If people want to get involved, let's wrap it up. I know we're running out of time, but how can people get involved to help you for next year and get involved with the whole experience of CAHRS?
Membership renewals for the Canning Agricultural Society are open now for the year 2015. It's $20 to become a member. We'll supply you with newsletters and lots of information about what's going on. So that's a good way. All the details are on our website. Next year we'll be recognising the International Year of Light, which is going to give us a lot of fun because we're thinking light, lasers, dark and shade. We're talking about photosynthesis in the plant growing, lots of things, interesting projects for kids to be involved in. So that's a little bit of a heads up of what's going on next year.
Fantastic. And Ryan, wrapping up the year?
Well, in the lead up to the Canning show, Fred, there's a lot of reasons to come aboard early. We've got our community groups that people can get involved with. We're providing free nights for people to come on board with our social knitting, our drama and theatre group, and home gardeners. So if it's for you, come on down.
And if anyone's got an idea for something that can be run in the community at CAHRS, at Cannington, at Canning, the people at Canning...
Always open for expressions of interest. So send us an email and get in touch.
Canning, of course, you can get in touch with them by not putting in the whole word. It's cahrs.com.au, CAHRS.com.au. It's been a busy year. You can go and rest now, but I know you've still got a busy continuation into the month of December. But it's been wonderful being involved with you. It's been wonderful to be a part of the magic of the whole thing.
Absolutely.
And it's nice to see local community people like us doing what's important to the community.
Thank you, Fred.
Well done. Thank you
Thanks,
very much.
Coach.
Well done.
Thank you.
Somebody else that's doing something that's well done is Petrina. Now, Petrina, you're the... Oh, thank you very much. But we need to show you the contact promo because they said so. This is how you contact us if you lost any of the information or if you didn't hear them. Here it is.
If you're looking for more info on anything you've seen on today's show, head to thecouch.com.au. It's where you'll find all the links for our guests, plus clips from the show, backstage photos, and even exclusive movie reviews. You can also sign up as a Couchie and be part of our competitions, including Spin It to Win It. New Zealand viewers, that's open to you too. So jump online and check it out now. thecouch.com.au.
There you go. Thank you very much. That is how you contact us here. Thank you to Tony and all the crew for yelling it out to me. I am a little bit deaf today. Petrina Bishop, hello and welcome to the Couch.
Hello, thanks for
Nice
having
to have
me.
you here on board. Now, you're from Akanna Entertainment.
That's right.
Tell us a little bit about the organisation that you own and run.
Well, it's been around for about 4 years, and under that umbrella, many things fall. I am a producer, director, performer, and also a booking agent.
Have you heard of CAHRS? Because I think we could have you at the Canning Show next year. You could do everything.
I was just thinking that actually. I was thinking, hang on a minute, I've got to get together with those guys.
So what's your background? How did you get into all of this? Were you always doing this from when you were at school or did you do something else?
Well, it's really interesting because I just was talking to a friend recently and I actually put on my first production at school when I was 7 years of age.
Do you remember what it was?
No. Yes, I do. It was over the rain. It was The Wizard of Oz.
We're off to see the Wizard.
It was.
And what were you playing?
I was producer director.
Oh, lucky, you were safe.
I was. I was running the show. But my background is actually I'm a professional singer.
Oh.
I've been singing. I started with the Johnny Young Talent School when I was 7
we
years
won't
of
hold
age.
that against you. I started there too, but I gave it up when I had to climb up those stairs.
Anyway, but I ended up all the way to Opera Australia in Sydney.
Wow.
Yeah.
So this puts you in great step to be running a school like you do, like the Akanna Entertainment. Akanna Entertainment's looking for some new performers for next year. You've done a great deal with Rigby's.
Yes, I have.
Tell us about that.
Well, I've produced a number of shows that have gone into Rigsby's this year, and it's been very successful. And also I've booked shows that have gone into there as well. However, I'm looking at broadening that for 2015 and just sort of wanting to get the word out there that I'm looking for a contrasting range of performers because I love all genres.
So what's Rigsby's like? If people don't know the place, I haven't been there, what's it like for performing?
It's fantastic. There's a there's a space downstairs which is a restaurant and they call it the basement and it's very set up for cabaret, which is perfect. And then you've got a lovely room upstairs called the veranda room, which would be beautiful for jazz ensemble, classical. And then you've got the atrium out the back, which I've already put 2 concerts out there and both sold out. One was the Olivia Newton-John tribute show, which you know Alex Jordan,
Alex.
yes. And last week I put in a classical concert, which was a massive success. I had it at dusk, and I had soprano Mim Meakin and baritone Mark Alderson from WA Opera Company, and David Wickham, which is world-renowned pianist. I booked David.
Clearly, you guys are pretty well set up to do this. You're looking for new performers for next year. What's the show that you're thinking about?
Well, I'm looking at many shows because I go to a week-to-week basis or every second week.
So you're looking for performers
long
throughout the whole year?
That's right. And I'm really opening up, I just mentioned, David Wickham and Mim Meakin and who, they're obviously very high calibre. But, I don't mind. Bring it to me and show me what you've got, because I've also put in people that haven't got the background and the full-on bio, but have got the talent and want a chance, and we just we look at it.
Because isn't that what it's all about? Entertainment's not always about how you sound and how you look. It could also be about your motivation and your entertainment value. You could do something quite clever, quite entertaining, but maybe not be the best voice in the town.
Well, that's right, and it's just looking at we haven't had something like this. Let's give it a go. It might just suit that demographic. And until you try it, you won't know. And that's show business. Until you put it on stage, you're really not going to know. Every time you put on a show, you don't know how many tickets it's going to sell. It's always a chance.
Well, I do an amazing act. I do cartwheels.
Okay.
Have you got I'm just concerned, it might not be, is there enough room for me to be able to lunge myself? I do about 40 in one hit.
Well, I think you should audition, so off you go.
Oh, look, this studio is far too small, Petrina, but if you could show me how I can do it in such a small space. Look, it sounds fantastic. Now, the performers, the great opportunity for young performers as well, and new performers, to get a bit of a headlight here in Perth, a headline, and maybe get some work out of it too by performing with you guys.
Well, that's something that's always been very important to me. Akanna Entertainment pays their performers.
Yep.
And I know that the amateur theatre companies are fantastic for basic grounding and, you know, getting experience, but I'm a strong believer that, you know, you're a professional, you get paid.
Fantastic.
And, you know, I've always been paid. So,
I'll do $1 a cartwheel, I'll be rich.
Yeah, that's right. So when you come to Akanna Entertainment, if I book you, you'll get paid as a professional. You'll be expected, you know, to act as professional, and you know. But no, it's a great place. And
Sounds fantastic. For people who want more information, look into that camera and give out your website, please.
www.akannaentertainment.com.au.
That email again?
www.akanna, spelled AKANNA, entertainment.com.au.
You looked at me as if it just changed then. I thought she's changed the email address already. Thank you very much, Petrina. We look forward to seeing you again on the couch and maybe bringing on some great talent on our show as well.
I would love that opportunity.
Good luck with it.
Thank you.
And I urge people to give it a go, because if you're out there and want to star in entertainment and maybe get a bit of a start getting yourself out there and your name out there, contact Petrina Bishop at Akanna Entertainment. All right, we need to take a break. Thank you very much to all our guests. We'll take a break, be back with some cooking, and I'll try my talent in the kitchen. See you then.
This episode of The Couch is proudly supported by Café Bellavista Restaurant and Pizzeria. Azito, give it a go with Azito. Refresh Pure Water. And Reading Cinemas, experience the difference.
Welcome back to The Couch here on Aurora Television around Australia and Face TV in New Zealand on a Wednesday night. Thanks for watching. Café Bellavista have been wonderful people in 2014. They're back today for their final segment for 2014. We've got James, who's the head chef, and we've got the manager of the restaurant, Mr. Alfredo Chiela.
Correct.
James, it's Dougherty, isn't it?
Dougherty, but yeah.
Dougherty, I knew I'd get it wrong. That's why I say James. We had a wonderful Melbourne Cup lunch. It went beautifully. Were you happy with it all?
Yeah, I was happy with it.
Just
Didn't win anything, but was happy.
No, but I think at my table won most of the stuff, so we weren't too bad.
Yeah. We looked after you.
And the wine was very good, can I say? So was the food. Today, what are we making, James?
It's like a little Veal Carpaccio with some fresh lentils and.
What is Veal Carpaccio?
Basically, it's like veal, like a roast, or you could do it with beef. You just sear it off, you know, put it in the fridge and slice it very thinly, or as thin as you like.
Is it served as a main dish?
No, it can be, but normally like antipasti entree.
And can we get this at Café Bellavista?
On a specials, yeah.
Beautiful. Well, dress it up for us and prepare it for us.
Yeah, no problem.
Alfredo, tell me what's happening with Café Bellavista from now till the new year.
Yeah, so now we are actually very busy for our Christmas function. So we got.
What are you doing for Christmas?
I mean, during December we got we open lunch most of the days.
So you've got work functions where people have their work parties?
Yeah, parties, and then also we're going to be open for Christmas Day lunch.
Is there a special menu for the work parties, or can people have what they want off the menu?
Yeah, usually it's a set menu because they're a large group, but also we are very flexible because we got a big kitchen, so we can go also a la carte.
Fantastic. And are you doing Christmas Day?
Yeah, Christmas Day lunch.
Do we know what's on the menu yet?
Yeah, we got a 3-course menu, so we got a nice antipasto, including prawns, calamari, sausage, bruschetta, arancini,
roast
and then we got a nice choice of meat.
And that's just my entree.
Yeah.
Tell me, I know it's going to be good. What are we charging this year?
$99.
You're joking.
No,
What's with the $99? That's worth more than $150.
Yeah, no, it's a good menu and well priced. Yeah.
You're doing a great job. You're actually keeping the prices quite moderate, which brings people in, I'm assuming.
Yeah, no, we're getting very busy, almost fully booked.
Do we need to book?
Yeah, for sure.
So go to the website cafebellavista.com.au.
Yep.
And book now for Christmas?
Yep.
What else is happening? Anything exciting that's happening with the Café Bellavista?
Now we are too busy to, do any special things. When it comes to January, February next year, we're definitely going to do some cabaret nights.
Yep.
Yeah, December.
I'll come over here because Matt wants to see me on that camera there. there. Look at that, we look beautiful. You didn't have to turn around, though, because the mat's already got me. But one thing I love about Café Bellavista, everybody that comes there loves the meal. And we don't have to tell them. You know why? Because I actually recorded this little snippet when you weren't watching of what people think of Café Bellavista. Take a look.
Great. We decided to drop into Café Bellavista and see what the customers are saying.
The service is great, the food is excellent.
Service is fantastic, friendly atmosphere, good wines.
The service was magnificent.
This is fine dining in a cafe style. It's beautiful.
A taste of Italy. It's here.
Now, James, really good chef. I do recommend coming here.
The chef is 5-star.
Oh, they're great, friendly people here. Always good service, always nice.
Very friendly, nice people.
Oh, look, it's got a wide menu, something on it for everyone, and it's just a nice place to be. They've got it right here, I think.
If you want a good value night out during the week, definitely come here.
Value for money, without a doubt.
Very good value.
Amazing.
The value for Monday and Tuesday is great.
Excellent value for money.
100 times better than the takeaway pizza.
Usually when you have prawns on the pizza, you like to get big prawns, and they were big prawns.
It's tasty and I like it.
I recommend it highly.
Very good family environment, and bring all your friends.
Now that is what people think of Café Bellavista. You must be really impressed that people... We actually walked around the restaurant and didn't have anything to do with you. We just went up to people randomly and said, what do you think of the food? And they genuinely said they love the food, they love the way it's cooked. A lot of them said they love James, but I said he's married. And then I understood it was your food they like. Are you sort of impressed with the quality of the food you're getting out at that restaurant with your staff and all that sort of thing, James?
It's not really a surprise, you know.
Oh, I know.
No, we use good ingredients, so we use good
You
ingredients.
have a good crew, don't you? Because you couldn't cook every single meal yourself.
No, you
have
don't
good
really.
people
Sort
around you.
of orchestrate, so to speak. You know, like guide them on the way.
And they do a great job. If I had to tell people the difference between Café Bellavista's experience and another restaurant, how would you promote it? How would you sell it?
Oh, I would just say that we're using always good, fresh, quality ingredients. To look at how the meat's cooked there, you know. I mean,
it's
all the seafood and prawns, we get it all the time fresh. And,
have you finished that?
Yeah.
How good is that? Did you bring a fork in?
I did actually. It was down
Shall
here.
we try it? Look at that.
Yeah, that is sensational.
How long does this take to cook? How long did you say to me before the meat needed to cook for?
Okay, so basically I'm just going to brown it off with a lot of some black pepper spices on top.
Okay.
You can choose whatever you like, and then...
and you let it sit for a while before you cut it?
You have to let it sit, let it rest. Yeah,
because
so
I notice I can't eat a lot of meat because of my gastric banding, and I found that was quite tender.
Yeah, it is very tender.
And you said it was let sit
Yeah,
for
you
a
let
while.
it rest, and basically I'm cooking it to about 55 degrees inside, so it should be like medium
And what
rare,
is this
then
called?
It's like Veal Carpaccio.
Veal Carpaccio.
Yep.
One of the special meals at Café Bellavista that James and his crew bring out for you. And of course, Alfredo, we want to say again, Christmas is coming.
Yep.
Christmas parties, you've got the function room there for people who want to have parties.
Yep, they want to have a function room, yeah.
And you've also got the Christmas Day lunch,
Yep.
$99.
$99, it's a three-course meal.
Incredible. Yeah. So if people want to book, what you have to do is get online now, go to Café Bellavista, website's on screen right now. Book now before it all runs out, before we don't have any more bookings. You can fit a few hundred people in there, but we want you to book now so we know how many people to cater for. Is that it, James? Have we got it all right?
That's it.
Do we leave anything out? Am I going to try this? Would you like me to try it?
You can try it, sure.
Oh, here we go. You can all wait for me while I try it. Look at that. That piece wasn't the best. Let me have another piece. No, it looked incredible, fresh. I'd actually serve that on a summer's day, outside in the balcony, with a glass of wine. Beautiful. Thank you, James. You've done it again.
Thank you.
Well done. That is Café Bellavista. Thank you very much for being on the show today.
Thank you, Fred.
That is where we say goodbye on the show today. Thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the program, because we certainly have, bringing it to you. We'll be back with another brand new show next week. We're going to go out today with a lovely girl, Annie Kay, our Kids Biz presenter. She's going to sing a beautiful new song. It's called Come On People, and we'll see you next week on The Couch. Bye for now.
I'm thinking about all the people who don't have a place to sleep. They live out on the streets. for something to eat. There are some who aren't defeated, giving half to those who need it. They forget the past, not the people they left behind. It's been going through my mind. Oh, it all begins with you. Come on, people, lend a helping hand. With you, my friend, we can make a change. Come on, people, we can fix this mess. If we stand together, united till the end. We've all seen the struggles of many millions round the world, taken from the wreckage, brings out the best of who we are. Oh, it all begins with you. Come on, people, lend a helping hand. With you, my friend, we can make a change. Come on, people, we can fix this mess. If we stand together, united till the end. Come on, people, lend a helping hand. With you, my friend, we can make a change. Come on, people, we can fix this mess. If we stand together, united till the end. Come on, people, united till the end. With you, my friend, united till the end. Come on, people, united till the end. Are we doing enough? If people are doing enough, those kids the leads are the first to share, first to step. The world can be so
This episode of The Couch is proudly supported by Café Bellavista Restaurant and Pizzeria. Azito, give it a go with Azito. Refresh Pure Water. And Reading Cinemas, experience the difference.